So before completing the lab, we completed the component location lab sheet to find all the sensors and components on the vehicle. Next, we followed the ECU wiring diagram to create a pinout chart with each of the corresponding E connectors, E through E6 through E10. And this included the wire color, the circuit number, and the circuit description. Then, at the data link connector, we took all of the voltage of all of the 16 pins.
For how to locate your VIN number on the scan tool, you want to go to your main menu for your engine, and you want to scroll down to VIN read and write. And then you'll hit continue. And then we'll hit VIN read. And then there we have the VIN number for the vehicle.
The VIN number, year, make, model, and engine will also show up when you first plug the scan tool into the vehicle and read it.
Okay, so under the generic OBD2 functions, if we scroll down, we have the calibration identification and the calibration verification number for our calibration information. So these are all the PIDs and live data of the car. We have some things like engine speed, malfunction indicator lamp, number of carb codes, fuel system. We have the coolant temperature, short-term and long-term fuel trim, vehicle speed. This just shows us all of the different data options that are recorded within the PCM. So here also in the main menu for the engine, we have the generic OBD2 functions. So we can open that and we can see different things like the readiness monitors, the freeze frame data, DTCs, emissions data, oxygen sensors, onboard monitored systems. We can also use it to look into the freeze frame data, so we can see when the codes were set, at what conditions. Here are the DTCs for my codes. My codes are PO137 and PO157 for the O2 sensors, low voltage, banks 1 and 2. It was set at idle. It was in closed loop. And like I said, here are some different data numbers from what was recorded at the time of the codes being set. So here we have the listed engine codes and transmission codes. I'm going to select the engine codes and we're going to view the codes. Here we can view the stored codes, which we already recorded, and we can view the pending codes, which are the same as the stored codes. So if we scroll down under the engine main menu, we can find reset memory, and if we select that, it'll ask if we want to reset it, and we'll hit continue. Engine off, key on, and the vehicle in park, or the test will not work. So we'll hit continue, and we'll clear the keep all memory.
After waiting for it to load, we can see that the reset was complete.
After resetting the memory, it tells you to be sure to perform a road test for the ECU to relearn new values. It says to turn the ignition off and then back on, and then drive the vehicle in a stop and go pattern for approximately 15 minutes.
Alright, we're going to put the car in neutral and rev it to show a different engine speed and engine condition. We're going to be looking at ignition timing as well as mass airflow and throttle position here. So we'll be looking at the AC signal here and showing a condition with the AC running. Alright, now you can turn it off. And as we can see, the pattern we have here is going to be a digital pattern. It just spikes on and off.
For this test, we're going to be looking at engine speed while the car is not under any load. And as you can see, the voltage spiked as the RPMs increased.
Alright, and here we're going to be looking at our fuel banks under load. Alright, and here we're going to be looking at our two fuel readings and the percentage of load that is being put on the vehicle as we move. As you can see, when he lets off the throttle, the reading goes down, and when he puts more on, you can see it raise as the injection width gets larger. Alright, so for this test, we're going to be looking at the coolant temperature as our PID, and Carter here is going to unplug the ECT, and we're going to look at the difference we can see in our readings here. And as he unplugs that, we should see a drop in our reading to a flat rate of -40, as that connection is not there and we cannot read the coolant temperature when there is no sensor.